third snap. Deep down the middle, and did he hold on to that? Throw, Dalton Meade, it's up in the air, he's got his man. Got him. It's a touchdown. On the throw, he's got his man, it's a touchdown. He's going to break free. Timber foot chase. Flea flicker going on, and he's wide open. Oh, my goodness.
And good evening, everyone. We're awaiting tip-off, and there it is, Johns Creek and Pikeville. Kevin Myers along with Johnny Osborne tonight, and the Pikeville Panthers taking on their own 25-yard line. Looks like they made it up roughly to the 35.
That's right, Kevin. I'll tell you what, we didn't get to do a pregame, but I'll put it like this. This should be an exciting ball game. Johns Creek doesn't have exactly a great record, but last week Pikeville came off that big loss to Fleming Neon.
Sure did. Pikeville, they want to come off with a win tonight. Like you said, they were defeated last week by Fleming Neon. And basically, Johns Creek is just going for namesake tonight. They're shooting for pride.
They're playing for pride.
Exactly. First down and 10 for the Pikeville Panthers on their own 35-yard line. First possession of this game. There's a handoff around the right side. J.I. Joplin for a gain of about 2.
And Kevin, that time he was tackled up by a host of defenders from Johns Creek.
They say it's a gain of 1 officially. We're up here on top of the Johns Creek press box, and I tell you, there are about 8 people up here, and we hope we don't end up downstairs by the time the end of the game rolls around.
That's exactly right, Kevin.
Second down, 9. There's the keeper, quarterback keeper around the left side. He gets a little bit of running room. That is Mr. J.P. Blair. Makes it across midfield. Looks like about the 47-yard line. That'll bring up another first down, 10 yards to go for a first down situation for the Pikeville Panthers. And I would say, Johnny, last week's game against Fleming Neon was a learning process for the Panthers.
I would say you're right. I don't think that Pikeville's played hardly that stiff a competition this year.
There's Blair. He goes back to pass under a little bit of pressure, rolls around the right side. Looks like he's going to keep it. He turned a potential loss into a nice little gainer.
Yeah, he was run out that time by number 9, Mike Runyon from Johns Creek.
They're going to give him an official gain of 3 yards.
The Pikeville Panthers are moving the ball pretty much as they please right now, Kevin.
They're starting out with a pretty good offensive punch, and I'm sure all the coaching staff and the Pikeville Panthers would like to see him go ahead and put a touchdown on the board first possession. Second down, 7 yards. Blair goes under center, wishbone backfield. There's a keeper just around the right end there by number 24, Nathan Ellswick. Looks like he made it up to about the, we'll call that the 37, 38-yard line.
Having a little bit of problems tonight with the markers tonight, Kevin. I don't seem to see any out there.
There's some on the other side of the field. There, you can't hardly see them for the cheerleaders and the fans standing over there, but it looks like just shy of the 40-yard line. Actually, we'll call it the ball being on the 39.
The ball is on the 39.
Thank you. Third down, 1 coming up. You know, the Pikeville Panthers, they come into tonight's contest with a 6-2 record, and they're 5-1 in district play. So Pikeville will probably go on, I guess, and play some postseason action. I think next week they're on the road to a high school in my home county of Harlan County, the Kaywood Trojans.
Kevin, I believe you're right. And not only does Pikeville have a rough game next weekend, Johns Creek has to face Shelby Valley. And incidentally, Shelby Valley, they're playing their first home game in their new stadium tonight.
That should be a dandy. I heard some radio stations around complaining that they couldn't do the game because it was such a new stadium they didn't have phone lines yet. So hopefully by next week folks will be able to listen or watch the game if they couldn't attend it. But congratulations to the folks up there at Shelby Valley. First and 10. Almost a fumble under there. I believe the Panthers were able to hold on to it and actually turn that into about a 1-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, number 75, William Bowman from Johns Creek. I'll tell you what, he almost caused the fumble there, Kevin.
Sure did. They're going to spot the ball, I believe, on about the 37-yard line. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. If you just joined us, our contest tonight is between the Johns Creek Bearcats and the Pikeville Panthers. Kevin Myers along with Johnny Osborne. Hope you're having a good time watching this game. Just sit back and pop a big bowl of popcorn and pop a bag for us as Pikeville runs it right up the gut of Johns Creek. Not really sure who is that getting off the bottom of the pile. That's number 40, John May. He's a 5'8", 180-pound junior.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, that time he came very close to going all the way. The Pikeville Panthers are really pushing the ball on this drive right now.
They pushed that one up to the 25-yard line, brings up another first down situation for the Panthers. Blair goes under center, got that wishbone backfield. Nobody left or right. Blair under a lot of pressure, caught in the backfield. I don't believe he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably a pretty good loss there.
I believe you're right, Kevin, and that time that was number 78 from Johns Creek. They got him, Mark Belcher, a tackle.
And we've got an injured Johns Creek player down over there. I'll tell you what, while they take that injury timeout, we'll go ahead and take a timeout and be back with more in just a moment. 0-0 is our score. 9:15 left to go in the first quarter of play. This is WPRG TV5 Sports.
The 2021 Kentuckyville Camrys will be hitting the lot soon at Mann Toyota. That means you can save big on the 2020 models right now. 0% financing for 60 months or $4,200 savings off the price. Toyota Camrys built right here in the Bluegrass. 0% financing for 60 months or $4,200 in savings. Man, what a deal!
You're gonna drive away saying, man, what a deal.
Mann Toyota, US 23, Prestonsburg.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
And there you see Sean Thacker walking off the sidelines. He was the injured Johns Creek player. And Johnny seems to be okie doke.
I believe you're right, Kevin.
Blair tried to pass. His intended receiver just slipped through his hands that time.
I'll tell you what, the Pikeville Panthers, they're coming out, they're really running and gunning this time. I'll get my words out right in a second. And I'll tell you what, they're just really pushing the ball right now.
They're able to push it up the field. This brings up a third down situation. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. So this is a pretty crucial third down play for them if they want to go ahead and punch it in. Panthers coming out of the huddle. Got folks wide left and right. One lone man in the backfield. Blair takes it, pitches it back. That's Joplin on the carry around the left side. Gets about 8 or 10 yards and then some up to about the 7-yard line of Johns Creek.
Number 25, Jonathan Blackburn from Johns Creek with the tackle on that one, Kevin.
Clock is down to 9 minutes left to go. If you just joined us, Johns Creek and Pikeville. We are at Johns Creek. Kevin Myers along with Johnny O.
And we can't forget Mark Love on camera.
Oh, yeah. Always does a dandy job. We have no scorer so far in the contest. Blair checks his backfield. Kind of an eye bone kind of backfield. Got folks wide right. Blair hands off around the right side. Carrying the ball, that is number 40, John May. And the ball is loose down there.
I believe there was a fumble on the play, Kevin. Johns Creek has the ball.
Yeah. Just when it looked like Pikeville was going to put one on the board,
the Johns Creek defense really kicked in.
And you can tell this game is for pride. There are a lot of fans out, despite the fact that they cannot go into postseason play because of their record. This is the last year here at Johns Creek before consolidation next year. So these folks, this is kind of a historic game to these guys.
one thing that you have to remember about Johns Creek, their record doesn't really show how good they are, Kevin, because they've lost a lot of heartbreakers this year, like in overtime. And I'll tell you what, they're a lot better ball club than I think what people actually give them credit for.
That's right. They've not lost many games by more than 1 or 2 touchdowns this year.
And that's exactly right.
There's a handoff just around the right end. That is number 45, Sean Thacker. If you remember, he went out with an injury a few moments ago. Looked like a hand injury of some sort.
Well, we're glad to see him back in the ball game. And I'm sure all the Johns Creek fans are glad, too.
Well, if it was a hand injury, it sure didn't hurt him that time, because he got popped quite a few times going across the line of scrimmage there and was able to hold on to it.
That's right.
8:24 left to go. First quarter of play. Zip, zip. We have nary score. Got folks left and right. Lone man in the backfield. There's a keeper. About a 5-yard gainer on that play. That is number 32, Hamilton Harris, the quarterback. He's a junior.
Quarterback on a keeper that time.
Quarterback keeper, is that what they call him?
I believe it is.
I tell you, it's going to be interesting to see how this consolidation effort takes place up here at Pike County Central, because Johns Creek has got an excellent athletic program, both basketball and football, and they're going to be carrying some good folks from this year's team over to Pike County Central next year.
That's right, Kevin.
Caught in the backfield, that is number 45 on the carry, Sean Thacker. I believe that was a little bit of miscommunication there between Harris and Thacker.
For Pikeville, that was Lynn Parrish on the tackle that time, Kevin. Did he get much of a gain?
No gain at all, I believe. Either that was miscommunication between Harris and Thacker, or excellent defensive action by Pikeville.
High kick.
A lot of hang time on that. It hits right at the 45-yard line and takes a Pikeville bounce forward. So it looks like they're going to spot the ball in about the it's kind of hard to tell exactly where that is. We'll call it the 48, 42, 48. Where's midfield?
I don't know. I'm looking from the 30 over here. The 40's right. Okay, I think you're right. I think it's about the 47. We'll get it right in a minute.
As the game goes along, we'll do all right. Here come the Pikeville Panthers. They were stymied on their last attempt by a fumble down on the 2-yard line. There's Joplin with a handoff around the right side. Gets a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
He was brought down by number 32, Hamilton Harris from Johns Creek on that play, Kevin.
Clock down to 6:45 left to go. First quarter of play.
Score is 0-0.
Nothing. Coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to run down the Class 3A and Single A high school football poll and tell you about some of the other action going on around the Big Sandy area this weekend. There's a handoff just around the right end, a gain of about 3 yards. Nathan Ellswick, I believe, on the carry.
Another fumble.
What about this Johns Creek defense?
I'll tell you what, Kevin, it's really starting to impress me right now. Pikeville has had the ball 2 times, and Johns Creek has been able to cause the fumble both times, and this time they have it close to the 50-yard line, don't they, Kevin? Excellent field position. Good field position. Hopefully Johns Creek can go ahead and take it on down the field. That's from a Johns Creek perspective. I'm sure Pikeville does not want to see that. I think you're right.
6:14 left to go, first quarter. Ellswick in motion around the right side. And he was hit hard, and there's a fumble. No, I believe they counted him down. Actually, that was Thacker.
That was J.P. Blair, the quarterback for Pikeville, laying the initial hit on him that time and almost caused him that fumble.
Mr. Double Duty.
That's right. I'll tell you what, he is definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the state this year, Kevin. And, of course, we're speaking of J.P. Blair of Pikeville.
And I tell you, it's kind of weird looking up there on that front line of Pikeville and not seeing, gosh, I drew a blank. What's the fellow that, DeAnthony Honaker?
DeAnthony.
Yeah. He's now up at the University of Kentucky, which Kentucky plays Georgia tomorrow. Nice little gain from Johns Creek. Looks like they made it up to the Pikeville 45-yard line.
5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, Kevin.
Third down, 4 yards to go for the Bearcats. The Bears. The Bears. illegal motion, I believe, is going to be the call.
Kevin, you're just right on top of the plays tonight, are you?
Could be illegal motion. I kind of saw a Pikeville player over there messing with his gear. I figured maybe they called an official timeout at the last moment, but see what it is here.
But the yellow flag is on the field.
Offsides against Pikeville. Wow. I'm 0 for 1 on the night.
We'll see if we can improve your record as the night goes on, Kevin.
Understand the Betsy Lane Bobcats are in action tonight.
Yes, they are.
Elkhorn City is at Betsy Lane.
And Dr. Don is out filming that game tonight, Kevin, and it's going to be aired on WPRG TV5 tonight.
Dr. D and the crew out on the road. Stay tuned to WPRG all this weekend for excellent high school football action. There's Thacker in motion around the right side. He gets a pitch back, gets another pitch back around the left side. He's got a little bit of running room. That is Jason Taylor. Actually didn't gain too much on that. Johns Creek fans over here loving that. Exciting football, but in terms of gainers, wasn't much there.
Well, Kevin, he did make an excellent cut there to avoid one of the Pikeville defenders. But like you said, it looked like he picked up a lot of yardage. But when you look at it, I think he only made it back, it appears, to the line of scrimmage.
And so far on the year, Jason Taylor has only carried 4 times and rushed for 3 yards. That's an average of 0.8 of a yard per carry.
0.8 of a yard per carry.
Break out your calculator and figure that one out.
How'd you get that?
Thanks to the stats men here at Johns Creek. Second down 12. Actually, that was a loss of 2 yards. There's a handoff just around the left end. That's number 19, James Coleman. He's a senior. Nice little gainer up to about the 40-yard line.
He was brought down by number 14 for Pikeville, Shane Van Hoos.
4:30 left to go, first quarter of play. They're going to call it 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Is that what you call it too?
That's what I call it too, Kevin.
Great. I'm glad we're in agreement here. Got Jason Taylor wide right. High formation in the backfield. Coming around the right side there is Kevin Pugh. He gets the ball. It's almost caught in the backfield. He may have made it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably lost 2 or 3 yards that time.
Number 24, Nathan Ellswick from Pikeville knocked him out of bounds, and it looks like Johns Creek's come up short for the first down, Kevin.
I tell you, Pikeville's playing some pretty good defense right now. It seems like Johns Creek has had the ball for an awful long time, but Pikeville is just letting them get these little nitpicky 1- and 2-yard gains. So Johns Creek is going to be forced to punt this one away on a 4th and 7. It's a high snap and a high short kick off to the right side. Probably will bounce out of bounds. No, it stays in. Hits at about the 15. And that's where the Pikeville Panthers will take it over. While we have a chance, let's thank the folks who are bringing you tonight's contest. We'd like to say hi and thanks to the folks at Delta Supply, Lane Brothers. What is this? Red's Furniture.
Red's Furniture.
Look like Bed's Furniture there. Red's Furniture, Williamson Memorial Hospital, Costain Cole, Brooks Pharmacy, Citizens Bank, Martin Engineering, Appalachian Sailors, Sound City, Metro Blues All-Star Band. All right, Busy Bee Septic Service, Jerry's Restaurant, and the folks at Johns Creek Drug Center. Thanks for bringing us this game on TV5 WPRG. There's a pitch back to Joplin in the backfield. Squirms around, gets a couple of yards. He broke 2 or 3 tackles there to get about a 12-yard gain.
He definitely has enough for the first down, Kevin.
3:26 left to go, first quarter. And it's hard to believe that we've only got 2 weeks left in the regular season.
It's almost amazing, isn't it, Kevin? And you know what comes up next is basketball season.
Ooh, I love basketball.
That's exactly right.
And TV5 WPRG will be all over this here area covering it. So stay tuned for that as the basketball season approaches. There's Joplin again. Gets it, rolls around the right side. It looked like he was going to break through there for a minute. Almost made the first down.
He almost did, Kevin, I'll tell you what. And if a Johns Creek defender hadn't got his hand on his jersey that time, I'll tell you what, he would have definitely had enough for the first down.
Looks kind of like he hog-tied him there.
Hog-tied.
Squeal!
Lasso him and bring him down.
They're going to go ahead and No, that's a penalty against Johns Creek. There's a flag over on the
Far side of the field.
Didn't pick up on what the penalty was, but they have indicated it's against Johns Creek. It's a 10-yarder. No, 15-yarder.
Well, what was the call there, Kevin? Could it maybe been an unsportsmanlike conduct, or?
Could have, I was going to say it could have been a face mask, and the PA announcer confirmed that it was a face mask penalty. Either, I think you get a 15-yarder on a face mask or sportsmanlike conduct.
Thank you.
Blair hands off up the middle. No gain on that one. It was handed off there to number 45, Jason Gibson.
The Johns Creek defense is definitely trying to stay tough right now. They've already caused 2 fumbles, and they're trying for another one. No gain that time by the Pikeville Panthers on that play, Kevin.
And I think really Pikeville is playing it fairly conservative here in the first part of this game. They've kept it virtually on the ground. And with an arm like J.P. Blair's got, I'm sure they're going to air it out quite a bit before the night's over.
I believe you're right, Kevin.
Wishbone backfield. There's a handoff to number 24, Nathan Ellswick. A gain of about 4 on that play.
Pikeville seems to be content just running the ball right now, Kevin, but you always have to watch, like you mentioned before. I mean, J.P. Blair, he absolutely has an arm like a rifle. He's only attempted 1 pass tonight. It was just a little bit out of the guy's reach, but you never can underestimate the Pikeville Panthers.
Well, Pikeville's been kind of like Johns Creek tonight, keeping it on the ground and getting 5, 6 yards here, 2 or 3 yards there, and it eventually adds up, but it takes a lot of time off the clock as Pikeville takes a timeout. Tell you what, as Pikeville takes a timeout, we'll take a timeout and be back with more in just a moment. You're watching Johns Creek and Pikeville on TV5, WPRG Sports.
Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
8 left to go, first quarter of play. Kevin Myers along with Johnny Osborne. We are at Johns Creek, and no score so far as both teams, Pikeville has actually fumbled it twice so far in the first quarter of play, and Johns Creek just not able to turn any short yardage into any touchdown opportunities. There you go.
The Pikeville Panther defense and the Johns Creek Bearcat defense, Kevin, has been holding tough tonight so far.
It's been a defensive game, to say the least.
But it's only the first quarter.
This is true. Ball on the 47 of Johns Creek. Pikeville comes up to it on a 3rd down, 5 yards to go situation. There's the old wishbone. Blair, there's that arm. He goes back to pass and just overthrows J.I. Joplin. If Joplin had about 3 or 4 more inches in height, he may have been able to stretch up and get that one.
I'll tell you what, that was excellent coverage by number 25 for Johns Creek, Jonathan Blackford that time, Kevin. He was all over J.I. Joplin.
Even if Joplin had been able to catch that one, they'd probably made him pay for it.
So to speak.
4th down. Pikeville forced to punt this one away.
Number 14, Jason Keith Taylor. Number 32, Hamilton Harris.
Got number 32 and number 14. That is Harris.
Good kick
Taylor.
that time.
Back deep for Johns Creek. Takes it on his own 2-yard line. He's not going to get much as J.P. Blair knocks him down at the 7.
And the quarterback takes him down for Pikeville.
There's Blair again, the double duty man.
Seems so far almost like that J.P. Blair is starting off to his norm, so to speak, an excellent game. Both offense and defense.
Despite the cold temperatures, he's pretty hot tonight.
You've got that right, Kevin.
Clock stopped at 1:41 left to go, first quarter of play.
I'm quite sure that the Johns Creek Bearcats would have liked to have had a better field position that time. But I'll tell you what, that was an excellent kick that time by the Pikeville punter.
Sure was. Got a nice roll off of it. A dinner roll, that is.
A dinner roll. Okay. The words of wisdom of Kevin Myers.
There's a handoff up the middle. Number 32, Hamilton Harris on a keeper.
Harris on the carry for the Bearcats.
Short game.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 on the play. The advantage of being near the PA speakers.
That's why we try.
And Johns Creek's got a lot of yardage to make up right here if they want to put it into the end zone before the first quarter of play comes to an end.
You never know. Johns Creek might come out and try a pass this time.
Probably will. We've got Taylor wide right. Another fellow wide left. There it is, up in the air.
He catches it. He's going to go all the way. Listen to those Johns Creek fans, Kevin.
I tell you, that is very, very dangerous.
I'll tell you what, I think that surprised everybody here, Kevin, including you and me. Look at all the players out there congratulating you right now.
Jason Taylor did that a couple of weeks ago when they played here at home. And you just can't take Jason Taylor for granted. It seems like that was just a short little toss in the air for about a 10-yard gain. And it was just simply a foot race, and Taylor beat him.
I'll tell you what, that was an excellent pass that time, Kevin. Absolutely excellent.
So Johns Creek goes out on top right now, 6-0, and will probably go for the 2-point conversion.
And the Pikeville fans are stunned right now.
Looks kind of quiet over on the other side of the field. There's a handoff just around the left end, and they get 2 points. James Coleman on the 2-point conversion. So Johns Creek, in the first quarter of action, goes on top of Pikeville by a score of 8-0. We'll be back with the second quarter of play in just a moment. You're watching TV5 WPRG.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone.
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown.
We were built for days like today.
Jason Taylor on a, we'll call that what, about a 80-yard touchdown run?
An 80-yard touchdown. That's about right, Kevin.
Off of a nice little pop-up pass. Jason Taylor takes it all the way down for a touchdown. Johns Creek on top right now, 8-0, as the Pikeville Panthers receive the kickoff. That is Nathan Ellswick on the carry. He slips a couple of tackles and makes it up to about the 37-yard line.
He was brought down by a host of Johns Creek defenders, and I'll tell you what, they're firing up and ready to play ball now, Kevin.
It was really hard to pick out any one player from Johns Creek that time who may have brought him down, because it seems like 4 or 5 got late.
There was so many
to him, yeah, all at one time.
32 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Pikeville comes out of the huddle. Let's see if they can get something going here. Blair pitches back to Joplin. Joplin runs wide right, makes it up to about the 39-yard line.
It appeared that time that he just ran into a host of Johns Creek defenders.
It's almost too late, though. And that brings it into the first quarter of play. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Our score is 8-0. Johns Creek on top of the Pikeville Panthers. And I'll tell you, the Johns Creek folks are loving it over here.
I'll tell you what, Johns Creek, they do have the home field advantage, but I'm quite sure that Coach Alara over there is giving some words of wisdom to his troops over there.
Well, while we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Class 3A and Single A folks are doing in this week's high school football poll. Covington Catholic in the 3A poll is at number 1 this week. They have a record of 8-0. Bell County, the Bell County Bobcats down in southeast Kentucky, are at number 2. At number 3 is Fort Thomas Highlands. The Belfry Pirates are at number 4. They have an 8-0 record on the season.
The Belfry Pirates are playing a very tough Clay County team tonight. That's out of Clay County tonight also, Kevin.
That'll be a nice contest. It's always seems like it's a rivalry between those two folks down Manchester way. Number 5 is Paducah Tillman in the 3A poll. Number 6, Bowling Green. Ashland Blazer is at number 7. Oldham County is at number 8. Hopkinsville holds the number 9 position, and we talked about them just a moment ago. The Clay County Tigers They are breaking into the poll this week at the number 10 spot with a 7-1 record.
It should be an excellent game tonight down in Manchester between those two ball teams.
And we'll run down the Class A standings as the evening progresses. Second quarter of play just now getting underway. 8-0 the score. Pikeville Panthers with the ball on about the 39-yard line. There's a handoff to Ellswick around the right side, and he was hit hard.
We got a flag on that play also. I thought I saw a fumble, but I think it was a flag coming out instead.
I don't know what it could have been. Maybe a late hit. I'm not sure.
Looks like they're going to be marching the ball back, or
that's a personal foul, late hit
against Johns Creek. I was wrong. 0 for 1 myself.
Well, that brings me up to 1-1. But I think we should up ourselves one on the positive side because we called that pass
that just happened to turn into a touchdown.
Exactly.
Yeah, we kindly figured that when they lined up in a passing formation.
It's pretty much a given. You know, when you got a grocery list, you're going to the store, you know.
Yeah.
11:45 left to go. Second quarter of play. 8-zip. The score. Pikeville Panthers on the drive. Wishbone backfield. Number 11, Tony Newsom, wide right.
And another flag.
Maybe too much time. Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure against the Pikeville Panthers.
You got to give a penalty. You take a penalty. Take a penalty. So that brings the ball back to the 48-yard line of Johns Creek.
Pikeville Panthers still have a first down.
1st and 15.
The Johns Creek Bearcats on top 8-0 over the Pikeville Panthers.
Well, are we going to get to play? Wishbone backfield. Tony Newsom wide right. Blair keeps it. Looked like an option play that time around the left side, but he opted to keep it and turned it into about a 5-yard gain.
Before he was run out of bounds by number 34, Kevin Pugh of Johns Creek.
Going to spot the ball right there on, we'll call that the 41.
Starting to turn a little chilly out now, Kevin.
It is. And I tell you, it's so warm today.
It was nice out today.
It was dandy today. And I kind of figured that it'd be about the same way tonight, and I didn't bring a jacket. And there's a nice little brisk chill blowing across the press box. There's a handoff right up the middle. Nice gain on the play. That is number 40, John May. Nice gain.
Kevin, is that the first time that John May's carried the ball tonight?
He carried earlier in the game. I think he was hit for a loss earlier, and he may have carried one other time for maybe a gain of about 2. So that is his first significant run.
The Pikeville Panthers are getting close to their own end zone now.
1st and 10. Wishbone, nobody left or right. They're going to keep it on the ground. Blair on the option, hitting the backfield, and he's slipping tacklers. He turned that back into at least back to the line of scrimmage, and he was caught a good 10 yards back in the backfield.
Kevin, you're right. I'll tell you what, I thought he was going to go down, and I don't know how to put it. He definitely put some moves on some Johns Creek defenders that time.
Well, if you notice back here on about the 40-yard line, looks like a piece of J.P. Blair's equipment.
Some of his gear is missing now.
He's actually able to gain a yard on that one. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Blair with a handoff to Ellswick. Gain of about 7. And Pikeville starting to get these little 7-8 yard gains and moving it on down the field.
The running game seems to be working for the Pikeville Panthers right now as they keep inching closer toward their own end zone.
Looks like the ball's on about the 21-yard line. 3rd down and 1. 9:45 left to go, second quarter of play. We're not really sure what we're going to have coming up at halftime. We'll do something.
We'll see.
There's a handoff up the middle.
Nathan Ellsworth from Pikeville on the carry.
First down, Pikeville.
First down, Pikeville. You know, this play-by-play stuff's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yep, when the speakers are right over top of you.
Ball's right there on the 20-yard line. maybe a gain of about a yard on that play. 9:18 left to go. Second quarter play. Wishbone backfield. Blair goes back. Flips it back to Joplin. Makes it up to about the 7 before he's run out of bounds.
It was number 19, James Coleman from Johns Creek.
Second down and 4.
Second down, 4 yards to go.
From the 7-yard line.
From the 7. We'll see if Pikeville can put it in the end zone this time without fumbling it. Blair keeps it himself. No, he
number
pitched
27.
Back. Yeah.
He's in for a touchdown. Number 27.
On the play, Jason McCoy.
Mr. Jason McCoy.
We didn't quite have that number that time, but we're glad that we thank the PA man for telling us that one.
Jason McCoy, number 27.
I'll tell you what, that was an excellent pitch out that time by J.P. Blair. Faked you out at me, but as I saw him cut around the corner there, Kevin, he went in.
Yeah, it did look like Blair kept it himself on an option, but just about that time, looked like he was doing that. He had already pitched it back. So Pikeville going to go for the 2-point conversion. Going to try to tie this thing up. There's a nice little pass to Ellswick right up the middle. And this game is tied 8-8 with 8:59 left to go in the second quarter play. We'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment. You're watching high school football on TV5. You know us and you love us, WPRG.
Stay at 67. Stay at 67. Increasing to 72.
Locked. Continuing to remain locked.
Eat the dirt, eat the dirt, eat the dirt. Brewing, 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 brewing. Baby monitor. On my order, transfer your last 300 videos to me.
Transferring baby videos now.
No, baby, wait. Coffee, what are you doing?
Garage door. Unlock and open.
I can't feel my door, man. Ah, we've been hacked. Whatever Coffee says, do the opposite.
Thermostat off.
No, thermostat on.
Lights off. Music on.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, no!
Ah! Oh, you're not gonna believe this.
What's going on?
The neighbors got hacked again.
Weird. We never get hacked.
Nope. No, we don't. Introducing Advanced IoT Protection. Only from Plume.
There's 8 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Pikeville Panthers have just tied the score. It's 8-8. We're playing at Johns Creek, and the Pikeville Panthers are just about set to kick off.
And down here on the Johns Creek sideline, Mr. Jason Taylor looks like he's nursing a knee. Not really sure what the situation is down there, but got quite a few folks tending to him.
Back deep in the field for the back, that's number 42, Freddie Varney, and number 34, Kevin Pugh.
Pugh and Varney back deep
Number
for
14,
Johns Creek.
Shane Van Hoos.
Never leave home without.
It's taken back there by number 34, Kevin Pugh. And he is hit and hit hard at about the 27, 28-yard line.
Shane Van Hoos from Pikeville. I'll tell you what, he really laid a lick on him that time.
When he gets up in the morning, pours that first bowl of cereal, sits down and watches cartoons, he's going to say, I remember that hit.
I'll tell you what, he really laid a lick on him that time, but I'll tell you what, he jumped back up like it didn't even faze him, though. We have breaking glass around us now.
First and 10 back, that's on the 23-yard line.
Hope that wasn't my car.
I hear you.
First down and 10 for the Johns Creek Bearcats. They're on their own 27-yard line, or at least that's what we assume it is.
Could be another pass here. But maybe not.
Looks like an offsides penalty. See if I can go 2 for 1 on the evening. I'm not sure who it's against.
What's the call going to be, Kevin?
Offsides against Pikeville.
Offsides against Pikeville.
Well, you called that one right, Kevin.
2 for 1.
It's going to, advance the ball a little bit for the Johns Creek Bearcats.
48-yard line.
Looks like it's right there straddling the 38. First down and 5. Boy, he got caught in the backfield on that trip. 27, Jeff May. Couldn't turn that one into anything.
Jeff May on the carry for the Bearcats.
It was brought down that time, Kevin. You might have to help me on this one by Steven. Is it Kreitzer? Kreitzer. Want to be sure and get that right.
He was a big-time force on the Pikeville Panther basketball team last year. Steven Kreitzer.
We all remember that well.
Second down and 8, loss of 3 on the play. Fake pitch back. Number 19, James Coleman, makes it up to about the, let's call that 42.
He was brought down by number 73 for Pikeville, Willie Bartley. Barely beat the PA announcer with that one.
Third down and 1, a gain of 7 on the play.
7:18 left to go in the second quarter. Scores all tied up at 8 apiece.
And usually about this time we see Jason Taylor in there, but he's still down on the sidelines there.
Hopefully he doesn't have a very serious injury right now, Kevin, or they might just be holding him out a little while and going to use him the second half.
We have an official timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here. Taylor had a towel around his right knee, and he's can't really see what the situation may be, but he's got that head hung low.
We definitely hope that it's not a serious injury.
Number 14, Jason Taylor, right down there on the bench.
Bearcats got third down and 2 inches.
Third down and about 2 inches for the Johns Creek Bearcats right now, Kevin.
If for some reason you just joined us, our score tied 8-all. Johns Creek and Pikeville.
Second quarter action.
Pikeville looking to come off a loss last week to Fleming Neon.
Johns Creek fans are behind the Bearcats right now,
who are playing for pride and bragging rights.
More flags.
Too much time, I believe.
Too much time.
Let's see what it is.
Will it be 3-1 or 2-2? It's against Johns Creek, a legal procedure. Good try. Good try, Kevin.
Third down and 5.
Third down, 5 yards to go. I think we have the source of the breaking glass up here with us now.
Oh, we're having fun here tonight.
There's a handoff just around the right side. And
did he get enough for the first down?
I'm not sure. He may have got up there, but they sure pushed him back a couple of yards. No, it looks like Pikeville's coming on in.
Ball carrier stops another game on the play. It'll be fourth down and 5 for the Bearcats.
Looks like it's going to bring up a fourth down and 5 situation.
Ellswick and Joplin are back deep for the Pikeville Panthers.
High kick.
Nice high one. Fair catch called. They're going to spot the ball on about the 47-yard line. So Pikeville coming out with good field position again.
Pikeville's going to be having excellent field position, and hopefully the Johns Creek defense is going to be able to hold up once again to the test against the Pikeville Panthers.
And I'm sure Pikeville would like nothing more than to go ahead and put 6 or 8 more on the board. And it seems like this game is going pretty quick.
Kevin, I believe you're right.
Appreciate that confirmation there.
No problem, anytime.
Wishbone backfield. There's a handoff.
Straight up the middle.
Nice 10, 12-yard gainer that time by May. John May. He's a 5'8", 180-pound junior, so he'll be back next year for the Panthers.
I'll tell you what, that's 2 excellent runs by him in the second quarter, Kevin.
Van Hoos into the game. May goes out. 6:20 left to go. Second quarter of play as the Panthers come back up on the line. You hardly see Pikeville stray from that wishbone backfield. Here's a handoff. And he's shirt rassled down. I'm not sure who that was. Was that Elzer on the carry?
I believe it was, Kevin.
No, 27, Jason McCoy. Looked like I couldn't tell if it's 24 or 27.
It gets hard sometimes when there's a whole host of people in there. The numbers kind of get blurry and run together.
Well, as you get older, too,
and wiser,
kind of run together. Ball on about the 42. 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. Blair keeps it himself just around the left end. He's got some running room and fumbles. Recovered by Johns Creek on the Johns Creek 5-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it appeared at that time that a Johns Creek defender just hit J.P. Blair from behind, and he just absolutely lost the ball. I'll tell you what, Kevin, I think he could have gone all the way that time if he hadn't made the fumble.
I do, too. Johns Creek was able to pop him just hard enough to loosen the ball away from him.
That's the 3rd fumble for the Pikeville Panthers tonight, Kevin.
And I tell you, if
I'm sure that Coach Allaire is less than pleased right now.
Exactly. And I tell you, Johns Creek has had every opportunity to put points on the board tonight. And I noticed they went over to ask Jason Taylor if he'd like to come back in. He doesn't want to come back in right now. I've tried to find out and see what his situation is. Score is all tied up, 8-all, 5:12 left to go, 2nd quarter of play. Johns Creek with the ball on their own, we'll call that about the 7-8 yard line.
The Johns Creek defense has been pulling out some really big plays tonight.
Well, let's see what the offense can do. Almost an offsides penalty on Pikeville that time, but met him up right there at the line of scrimmage and probably threw Johns Creek for a loss of 1 or 2.
I'll tell you what, you couldn't see who carried the ball that time, but he was definitely covered up by a host of people that time. Thank you.
No problem. That was Sean Thacker on the carry that time. Number 34, Kevin Pugh, comes out for Johns Creek. Wide left is Jonathan Blackburn.
3rd and 10 for Johns Creek.
Probably going to air this one out. If they don't convert this time, Pikeville should have good field position.
Oh, almost picked off by Pikeville.
It was intended for Sean Thacker that time, but just simply overthrown. So Johns Creek unable to turn that into any yardage whatsoever, and are being forced to punt it away. Pikeville will probably take it over on their own 40-yard line after the punt.
Back to punt the ball for the back, that's number 32, Hamilton Harris.
Someone curious to see if we had them blocked in. And he catches it.
Whoa. Fake punt.
I'll tell you what, the Johns Creek fans are absolutely going wild right now. Oops.
It's a dangerous thing up here on this press box for somebody to go wild.
Yeah. Gentleman came by and asked us for an instant replay on that one.
I'm going to go ahead and rewind the tape for him there. Ball on the 42-yard line. Nice little gainer that time on a fake punt situation for Johns Creek. And that was a big-time gamble.
Big time. Johns Creek Bearcats were deep in their own territory.
I think I could jump to that pole if the press box falls.
I'll be right behind you. Looks like we have Coach Allaire out on the field right now. And right now, with 4:26 left in the 2nd quarter, we're going to take time out on WPRG TV5 Sports.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
6 left in the second quarter, and Johns Creek has the ball, Kevin.
Off of a fake punt situation, nice little 40-yard gainer.
Pikeville Panthers wanted an offsides call that time.
A lot of miscommunication that time. Hamilton Harris.
Stephen Kreitzer on the tackle.
We do have a flag. They may have got that penalty you asked for.
It appeared to me like the Pikeville Panthers wanted offsides against one of the Johns Creek players. They were all pointing.
As it gets to Pikeville. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That'll be a 15-yarder against Pikeville.
And you know Coach Alera doesn't want to see that. Those 15-yarders.
That could have been an exchange of words.
Could have very well.
I didn't see any hitting going on down there.
These Johns Creek fans are trying to rally behind their Bearcats right now.
Well, that penalty moved the ball up to the Pikeville 48-yard line.
And here come the Bearcats.
.409 left to go. 1st and 10 for Johns Creek. On the move. There goes the option fumble. I believe Johns Creek recovered it. Tried to flip it back to Sean Thacker, and I don't know if his cold hands just couldn't connect with it or what.
I don't know, but my hands are getting pretty cold. Looks like he might have lost a yard maybe on that play. I believe he did.
Good call. Ball right there on about the 50-yard line. 3:39 left to go. Second quarter of play. Seems like the second quarter has gone fairly slow after a pretty fast-paced first quarter. Second down 11. There's a pass right up the middle. Incomplete. And that was intended for Jason Taylor. If you remember, he was the one who ran that 80-yard touchdown pass.
80-yard touchdown pass.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11. Ball right back there on the 49-yard line.
It's good to see number 14 for Johns Creek back into the game, Jason K. Taylor.
Well, he was on the sideline a little bit earlier. I don't know if he was resting or kind of favoring an injury.
Could have had a small element there.
Well, he's wide left again. Jason Taylor is. In motion is Thacker in the backfield, and Harris goes back to pass under a lot of pressure. Nice little gainer up to about the 41-yard line.
Brought down by number 64, Derek Hall of Pikeville. And it looks like it's going to be close to the first down, but not quite.
They're going to call it 4th down and inches. So it looks like Johns Creek's going to go ahead and go for it.
They're going to call it 4th and 4, I believe. A little farther away than what it appears to be anyway to us.
Looks like it's just a few inches away from being the first down, at least according to the sticks. But no, they opt to go ahead and punt it away. It's a short kick off to the right side. Bounces out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
I believe he caught that one maybe off the side of his foot, Kevin. The Pikeville Panthers looks like they're going to have good field position.
They've had excellent field position on the last 2 possessions and been unable to convert it into a touchdown. So let's see if Pikeville can move it on down the field this time. They do have pretty good field position. We'll call that about the 38-yard line.
Looks good. We'll call it 38.
Yeah, we can call it anything we want to.
That's right. I'm sure that Coach Alera would like to go in with a lead at halftime right now, too.
There's a handoff right up the middle. Gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. Jason Gibson looked like on the carry that time. 40, it's May.
May once again. Just a little over 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Second down and 5. There's the wishbone backfield. Got Newsom wide left. He goes deep, and they're going to throw deep. Oh.
Is that number 25?
25.
Number 25, Jonathan Blackburn almost had the reception for Johns Creek that time.
Good.
So far, the J.P. Blair is 0 for 3 tonight in passing.
That was excellent pass defense on behalf of Johns Creek. Clock stopped at 1:49 left to go, second quarter. 8-8 is our score. And Pikeville in possession of the ball. Third down and 5 on about the 38-yard line. There's a pass to Kreitzer. He's going to be thrown for a loss.
And a flag. I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against Johns Creek. It appeared that he might have thrown J.I. Joplin out of bounds after he was already down. Give him a little extra shove there.
So that'll probably be against Thacker, Sean Thacker. Face mask against the Bearcats. 15-yard penalty. Can't understand it.
Can't quite make it out.
1:37 is where the clock stoppeth.
The Johns Creek fans voicing their opinions on the call as the ball is advanced.
Were they hollering bushings?
I think they were.
Bushings. I think that's what it was. I don't know why.
It's probably just one of those Johns Creek things.
Ball on the Johns Creek 48 now. Blair goes back to pass. Can't find anybody under a lot of pressure.
Doesn't have an open man.
He's going to have to keep it himself. Oh. He slid right under that Johns Creek bench. I know that didn't feel too good.
I'm quite sure it didn't.
Looks like Johns Creek player slow in getting up too.
Kevin, I believe I saw him. He was the one that laid the hit on J.P. Blair to take him out of bounds, and it appeared to me like he struck his knee against that metal bench down there.
Well, he's got a little raw hide on his calf too. So he probably got a cleat to the calf. Ball on the 49.5-yard line of Pikeville. Second down and 12. Blair goes back to pass again. Almost caught in the backfield, able to slip a tackler again. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a block.
Number 45, Sean Becker on the spot.
Pretty close to a first down.
Number 45, Sean Thacker from Johns Creek with the tackle. I'll tell you what, the Johns Creek defense, they're not giving J.P. Blair a lot of time to stay into the pocket. They're just absolutely closing in around him. But at the same time, J.P. Blair has been able to come up with some good yardage for the Panthers each time.
Shows his athletic ability to be able to get caught in the backfield with 4 or 5 defenders on him and be able to slip those guys.
You're right, Kevin.
Clock stopped, 58 seconds left to go, second quarter.
And once again, Kevin, we would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Delta Supply, Lane Brothers Ford, Fred's Furniture, Williamson Memorial Hospital, Costain Coal Company, Brooks Pharmacy, the Citizens Bank, Martin Engineering, Appalachian Cellular Telephone, Sound City, and the Metro Blues All-Star Band, Busy Bee Septic Service, Jerry's Restaurant, and Johns Creek Drug Incorporated.
Now, what's the deal with the Metropolitan Blues All-Star Band? They must be in concert.
The Metropolitan Blues All-Stars, Don went down and he filmed one of their concerts. It was Don loves it, to use Don's words. It was a killer concert, and he brought back some of their tapes and stuff. We've been showing it back on the TV, and you can pick up a Metro Blues All-Star Band. CDs and cassettes are available at WPRG TV5. You can call 474-4200. And I'm having problems now. Oh, by the way, they put you a note on there.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh,
okay.
Whatever that means.
I don't know.
Have to ask her about that later.
Must have been the Diamond Lady who wrote that.
We'll ask her later.
We have an official timeout down on the field.
Timeout on the field and cold on top of the press box.
Little chilly. Ball on the 39-yard line. Third down and 2 for the Pikeville Panthers. Duncan.
You're welcome.
Blair back to pass under a lot of pressure, finds Joplin at the line of scrimmage, scrambles for a couple of yards, breaks a couple of tackles, and makes it up to about the 34.
Chad Lynch, number 56 for Johns Creek, on the tackle there. Just 48 seconds left in the second quarter.
Time keeps slipping away. I think there's a song to that effect. Time keeps
Steve Miller Band.
Yeah. Don't know what that was.
I think that was intentional grounding.
Whoa, what about?
Whoa, both of us. But if I hadn't cut you off, you'd said it first.
Well, I think we should get a point apiece for it.
Cha-ching. Apparently Pikeville wanted to stop the clock right there.
They'll pay for it in yardage, but they accomplished what they want to. I guess they want to go ahead and try to put some points on the board before the first half comes to a close.
Knowing Coach Larry, I'd say you're very right, Kevin. It's a big shock for everybody right now. It's in the second quarter, and the score is tied 8 apiece at Johns Creek.
That brings the ball back to the 39-yard line. First down, 20 yards to go for a first down, and J.P. Blair, 9 times out of 10, will air it out right here.
I'd say you're going to be right, Kevin. The Johns Creek defense is back to the pass.
Falls back, finds Ellswick about 8 yards up, gain of about 10.
He's brought down by number 42, Freddie Barney from Johns Creek.
And number 9, Mike Runyon on the stop for the backup.
23 seconds left in the second quarter. The clock's ticking on down, and the Pikeville Panthers are up to the line again, Kevin.
Third down and 12. Blair goes back to pass. Finds Ellswick again, and he's hit immediately.
Number 32, Hamilton Harris, the quarterback, once again for Johns Creek. Pikeville's going to try to see if they can get off one more play.
Third down and 12.
Clock stopped at 7 seconds left to go. What do you bet they're going to go deep?
I bet you're right.
Blair goes back as the clock ticks down.
He catches it.
Complete to number 23.
Fumble.
Stephen Kreitzer. But nonetheless, that does bring an end to the second quarter of play. It's halftime. Our score 8-8. Johns Creek and Pikeville all tied up going into halftime. We'll take a break and be back with some halftime festivities in just a moment. You're watching TV5 WPRG.
Increasing to 72.
Locked. Continuing to remain locked.
Eat the dirt, eat the dirt, eat the dirt. Brewing, 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 brewing. Baby monitor. On my order, transfer your last 300 videos to me.
Transferring baby videos now.
No, baby, wait. Coffee, what are you doing? Garage door. Unlock and open.
I can't feel my door, man.
Ah! We've been hacked! Whatever Coffee says, do the opposite!
Thermostat off.
No, thermostat on!
Lights off. Music on.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, no! Ah!
Oh, you're not gonna believe this.
What's going on?
The neighbors got hacked again.
Weird. We never get hacked.
Nope. No, we don't. Introducing Advanced IoT Protection. Only from Plume.
This is gonna go the distance! We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone!
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown!
We were built for days like today.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Here at Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
Microtech Security and Gearhart Broadband are teaming up. You can now bundle a modern home security system and fast, reliable broadband internet. Protect what's important with 24/7 monitoring and keep connected with the broadband speeds your family needs. For a limited time, you'll also receive a free Z-Wave smart plug. That's right, free. A useful accessory that you can fully control within your Alula security app. Call us to get started at 1-800-264-1730 or online at microtechsecurity.com.
And welcome back, everyone. We hope you enjoyed all the halftime festivities, and we're going to be starting off the third quarter now. Pikeville and Johns Creek, the score is all tied up right now at 8 apiece, and the Pikeville Panthers are just getting ready to kick off to the Johns Creek Bearcats, Kevin.
It's going to be interesting to see how this second half goes. It's a fairly slow first half of action, and the score is all knotted up at 8 all. A very defensive first half. One of these teams is going to have to get some offense going. Johns Creek gets it on about their own 20-yard line, and that is Mr. Jason Taylor. He's turned out quite a few big plays this season, and he turned that one into a nice gain right there.
I'll tell you what, if J.I. Joplin from Pikeville hadn't stopped at that time, Kevin, he could have absolutely gone all the way. This Johns Creek team has come out pretty explosive here to start things off in the second half.
And I would say that felt pretty good to J.I. Joplin because Jason Taylor's laid a few hits on him on the offensive side.
I'm sure that he likes giving those licks as much as receiving them, if not more.
Well, this second half of action, third quarter play just underway. Johns Creek with the ball on the Pikeville 48-yard line. There's a handoff just around the left end. James Coleman on the carry. Gain of about 4.
It was wrapped up that time by a couple of Pikeville defenders. Number 27. And I don't have a number 27 on my roster, Kevin. Yes, I do. Jason McCoy.
Jason's the mystery man from the first half.
That the PA announcer so gladly told us who he was. We thank him for that.
Good job, Mr. PA guy.
Thank you.
Taylor is wide right. There's a pitch back to number 45, Sean Thacker. Gets a gain of about 2.
Number 64, Derek Hall for the Pikeville Panthers on the carry. And like Kevin said, that was a gain of about 2. Looks like it's going to be, what, Kevin, about 3rd and 8?
Yep.
3rd and 5. They changed it on us.
Gain of a little more than 5. Or 2, or whatever I said.
But
this is a good hot dog, buddy.
It's a good dog.
Got some hot chocolate down there, too, during halftime. It's kind of chilly.
But we enjoy it.
3rd down and 5 for the Bearcats. Motion around the left side. Hamilton Harris goes back to pass, and he was a good 2 yards short on that pass. It was intended for number 9, Mike Runyon.
Would have almost given the Johns Creek Bearcats the first down that they needed. Matter of fact, it would have, Kevin. Brings up a 4th down punting situation for the Johns Creek Bearcats now.
And I'm sure the coaching staff at Johns Creek didn't want to see that. They'd like to see him move it on down the field. First possession of the second half. Nice kick. Rolls into the end zone, hit about the 5-yard line, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. That's where Pikeville will take it over. Let's see what Coach Bill Alera told the Pikeville Panthers at halftime. See if it helps any. See if they're able to move it 80 yards in for a score.
I'd say that he's been having a serious talk with the Pikeville Panthers about some of their turnovers right now. And I'll tell you what, I would be really surprised if the Pikeville Panthers didn't come out with a lot of energy in this second half.
Well, Pikeville's going to have to hold on to it here in the second half. They fumbled 2 or 3 times there in the first half, but Johns Creek, luckily for Pikeville, was not able to convert those into points. Handoff up the middle, a gain of about 2 or 3 on that play.
He was tackled up that time by a host of Johns Creek defenders.
Coming off the bottom of the pile for Johns Creek, or Pikeville, is John May.
Second down and 5.
Second down and 5 situation for the Pikeville Panthers.
So that's a little bit bigger gain than what I thought it was. Gain of 5. There's a handoff to Joplin around the right side. That's the place he loves to run. Got a nice gainer that time. And heard unofficially at halftime that J.P. Blair is going to the University of Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I suppose that's going to be on a football scholarship.
Very possible. Very unofficially.
Possible. The University of Kentucky is going to be getting a fine quarterback if they do have J.P. Blair.
Well, they've already redshirted D'Anthony Honaker, so Pikeville's going to be represented well at the University of Kentucky.
Pikeville always does have a strong football team.
We wish J.P. Blair the best as Joplin plunges for about 6 yards.
Looks like it's going to be second down and 4 for the Pikeville Panthers with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter. The score is all tied up at 8 apiece, and the Pikeville Panthers come back up to the line.
And the Pikeville Panthers come back up to the line. Beam me up, Scotty. Is that a distress signal or what?
Either that or a microwave signal. Somebody's trying to send us a message.
3rd and 4 for Pikeville.
Whoa, looks like we got a small fight going on out here.
A cheeseburger, no pickles.
A cheeseburger with no pickles. I guess the hot dog wasn't enough. Looks like we have a Pikeville Panther that's down on the field right now, Kevin. Can't quite tell who that is.
Looks like number 40, John May. Can't really tell what the number is down there, but I think it's number 40, John May.
Hopefully it's not a very serious injury. Number 42, Freddie Varney for Johns Creek is checking into the ball game.
Clock is stopped right at 8:16 left to go, third quarter. Well, we've got an injury timeout down on the field, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout and be back with more in just a moment. You're watching high school football on TV5 WPRG.
Stay at 67. Stay at 67. Increasing to 72.
Locked. Continuing to remain locked.
Eat the dirt, eat the dirt, eat the dirt. Brewing, 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 brewing. Baby monitor. On my order, transfer your last 300 videos to me.
Transferring baby videos now.
No, baby, wait. Coffee, what are you doing? Garage door. Unlock and open. I can't feel my door, man. Ah, we've been hacked. Whatever Coffee says, do the opposite. Thermostat off. No, thermostat on. Lights off. Music on. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, no! Ah!
Oh, you're not gonna believe this.
What's going on?
The neighbors got hacked again.
Weird. We never get hacked.
Nope. No, we don't. Introducing Advanced IoT Protection. Only from Plume.
Injury timeout.
Thank you. Joplin on the carry.
After
And we are back here on WPRG TV5 Sports, and the Pikeville Panthers, it does appear, have moved the ball just a little past the 50-yard line right now. There's 7 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Pikeville Panthers come up to the line, and J.P. Blair is getting ready to go under center, and we'll see now if we can. Well, he's tied up by a host of defenders that time, Kevin, from Johns Creek.
Met up big time, and
we'll see who comes off the bottom of the pile here.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and spot the ball at about the 42-yard line. As the Pikeville Panthers going back to the huddle. In no hurry to come out of it. 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. Big 3rd down conversion for them right here. There you see the good old wishbone. I believe he may have picked that one up.
I do believe he did. He was pushed back, though. He definitely met a bunch of Johns Creek defenders. But Pikeville does have enough for the first down. Ball spotted on, Kevin, maybe the 39-yard line.
By golly, if you say it's a 39, we'll call it the 39.
I can tell because the 40 is almost right beside it.
Golly, what a man you are.
You better believe it. Just don't tell nobody.
6:54 left to go, third quarter of play. Kevin Myers along with Johnny O as Kreitzer. No, that's not Kreitzer, that's Ellswick.
It was number 62, Sean Ramey from Johns Creek with the tackle that time. Pikeville Panthers right now, Kevin, they're primarily keeping the ball on the ground right now, picking up short yardage.
And I'm kind of surprised on these 1st and 2nd down situations that they've not been airing it out. Because J.P. Blair's got that dandy arm on him. 2nd down and 8. Blair pitches back to Ellswick. Stutter steps, almost caught in the backfield. Slips a couple of tackles, but he's finally brought down.
Once again by number 62, Sean Ramey.
Sean is all over the place, and he's a big old boy. He moves quick, though.
And he's only a junior. He'll be back next year to play ball for the Bearcats.
Actually, the Bearcats part of Pike County Central.
Yes. Thank you for correcting me there.
Well, it was just a clarification.
A clarification.
Not a correction.
What a
correction would have meant you were wrong.
You are.
Thanks, but I try real hard.
Don't do that.
She's about to blow. Blair goes back to pass. Finds Ellswick. But it's incomplete.
Looks like it's going to bring up a 4th and 9 situation for the Pikeville Panthers, Kevin.
Probably go ahead and punt this one away.
5 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. The score is all tied up right now at 8 apiece. And the Pikeville Panthers, it looks like they're going to have to punt off to the Johns Creek Bearcats.
But you never know. They may pull off a Johns Creek stint like Johns Creek did earlier. They faked the punt. You never know.
You never know. But we will find out here.
Oh, well, they're going to go for it.
On a 4th and 9 situation.
There's a pitch back to Joplin. Joplin caught. Does not get the first down.
Number 32, Hamilton Harris from Johns Creek. He made the initial lick that time on J.I. Joplin.
Popped him. Because J.I. Joplin, I tell you, if he's got a head of steam where he's so small, he can slip away from you fairly easily.
I'll tell you what, Coach Bill Allaire surely did not look happy that time. I saw him take his hat and throw it to the ground that time.
Coach Allaire not happy at this point, but we've still got quite a bit to go in this contest. It's far from being over, 8-8, as Johns Creek takes it over on their 35-yard line. Hamilton Harris hands off just around the left end. No gainer that time. Looks like a carry by Sean Thacker.
But at that time by a host of Pikeville Panther defenders. Brings the ball out, Kevin. What is that, around the 40-yard line?
Yeah, just shy of the 40.
Just shy.
Just a tad shy of the 40.
Ball carrier, James Cohen. Pick up a 3 on the play.
Second down and 7. Hamilton Harris rolls around the right side, pitches back to Thacker. Maybe gained 1 or 2.
He was brought down by number 63, Ryan Hackney from Pikeville.
And Thacker is hobbling off the sideline over here. Might have stoved his knee up there.
It's going to bring up a, what is it, Kevin, a 3rd and 5 situation?
Yeah, 3rd and 5 from the 42. Big 3rd down play right here for Johns Creek. In a 3rd down situation like this, if you can convert it, it can win the game. .417 left to go, 3rd quarter. We've got a flag.
Too much time?
Illegal procedure against Johns Creek. No, too much time.
That ups the score again.
Was it 3-all?
3-all. Looks like they're going to be moved back about 5 yards. It's going to make it a 3rd down and 9 situation right now for the Johns Creek Bearcats. And it looked like they came out in a passing formation that time, Kevin. Do you suspect that they might do it again?
Yeah, I would think on a 3rd down situation, Johns Creek would go ahead and try to air it out because they've got folks left and right. And there he goes, Hamilton Harris back to pass. Found his receiver, James Coleman. He makes it up to about the 47. Not sure how much further he had to go to get the 1st down. Can't see the stick over there. He came close.
I can't really tell.
Actually, I think he got it by about a yard, yes.
I believe he did. The official signals. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Johns Creek Bearcats.
And if you notice down here on the sideline, number 45 for Johns Creek, Sean Thacker is out of the game. The coaches are tending to his left knee.
It looks like the air attack's been going pretty well for the Johns Creek Bearcats tonight.
Yeah, they've been able to convert. Usually on 3rd down, it seems like they go for a pass and have been able to connect on it. 1st and 10, 3:49 left to go. Hamilton Harris rolling around the right side has Jason Taylor. And that was a perfect pass. Hit him right in the numbers.
Hit him right in the numbers. He just had problems hanging on to it that time, Kevin. Like, we can verify this much. It is a little chilly out tonight, that's for sure.
I'm sure that pigskin is a little bit cold. But then again, you got to give Nathan Ellswick with Pikeville Panthers good defensive credit for that.
I'll tell you what, you're right. Only 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation for the Johns Creek Bearcats. Hold on to that.
Ball right there on the 47. Which is usually between the 46 and 48. Hamilton Harris under pressure, throws again, and he has Jason Taylor, and he's hog-tied down at about the 40, well, we'll call that about the 37.
He was tackled that time by Nathan Ellswick, number 24 for the Pikeville Panthers. And I'll tell you what, if Nathan Ellswick hadn't held on to him, it could have been another 6 points for the Johns Creek Bearcats. I'll tell you what, the passing attack, Pikeville's just not doing much good against it right now, Kevin.
They're sure not, and you could tell at that time on the last pass, it seems like they ran that same outside play, and Pikeville played pretty good defense on the last possession, but you give to take. 1st and 10 for Johns Creek. Bearcats on the move. Hamilton Harris laterals out to Jason Taylor, and he's wrestled hard out of bounds that time after about a 4-yard gain. .307 left to go, 3rd quarter. Score is still knotted up, 8 apiece.
And about where's the ball right now, Kevin? You're getting good at this.
We'll call that the 32. Or maybe the 27. Give or take a yard or two.
Straight up the middle.
Harris hands off to number 19, Jason Coleman. Makes it up to about the 9-yard line.
Stephen Kreitzer with the tackle that time for Pikeville. I'll tell you what, he took it straight up the middle, and I'll tell you what, this Johns Creek team right now, their offense has picked up, and so has their defense, Kevin. They're really starting to impress me here in this third quarter as they start to drive it in to Pikeville's home territory.
Seems like whatever Johns Creek is doing is clicking right along for them. I tell you, Pikeville's going to have to buckle down. They're going to come out on the losing end.
The Johns Creek Bearcats want to win this game. You can tell that for sure.
Well, it looks like they may pass this time. Nope, there's a handoff around the right side to Coleman again. Gains probably about 2 yards.
Looks like he's down to about the 5-yard line, isn't he, Kevin?
Looks like the ball's on about the 5.
And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 situation for the Johns Creek Bearcats as it turns even chillier with the wind, Kevin.
It seems like it did hit all of a sudden, didn't it?
Definitely did.
All right, 2nd down and goal. Ball on the 5 for Johns Creek.
Oh,
came from behind. They handed that off to Varney.
That was number 23, Stephen Kreitzer again with the tackle.
Freddie Varney on the carry. He's a junior. And we have a Johns Creek timeout down the field. So with that in mind, we'll take a timeout. 1:45 left to go in the third quarter of play. 8-all is our score. Johns Creek and Pikeville. You're watching TV5 WPRG Sports.
Welcome back. 1 minute 45 seconds left in the third quarter. We're here at Johns Creek. The score is all knotted up at 8 apiece right now. And the Johns Creek Bearcats are threatening to score once again against the Pikeville Panthers, Kevin.
Ball's right there on about the 3 or 4 yard line. And
3rd and 3 situation.
Pikeville's going to have to buckle down right here, or Johns Creek's going to put it in the end zone. All the Johns Creek fans are on their feet, and it's not because it's cold and they're trying to warm up. Hamilton Harris back to pass. He still got it under a lot of pressure. Just overthrew his receiver in the end zone. I think he was trying to go for Jason Taylor that time. He had a lot of time to pass, too.
He had excellent pass coverage that time, Kevin. I'll tell you what, he wasn't able to hold on to the ball that time, the receiver. But what do you expect the Johns Creek Bearcats to do? Are they going to go for it on 4th down right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they will. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll probably either hand off to, I say, Sean Thacker or James Coleman. Coleman, if you remember, got the big run to set up a first down deep in Pikeville territory. Nope, he's going to go back and pass. Throws it in the end zone for Taylor, incomplete.
Just overthrew his receiver a little bit.
Hats off to the Pikeville defense.
But the Pikeville Panthers are going to be getting the ball on their own 5-yard line, Kevin.
They've got a long way to march it down. I'm kind of surprised that Johns Creek didn't go for at least a field goal.
I think it kind of surprised everybody, but on a 4th down situation like this, you really can't blame the coach very much because the Pikeville Panthers, they really don't have any good field position right now.
I guess when you're playing for pride, you can take some gambles. All right, here we go. The Pikeville Panthers from their own 5-yard line. There's a handoff up the middle. May was a carrier that time. Clock down to 1:20. Left to go. Third quarter of play. Looks like he picked up about 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. Blair checks his backfield, takes a snap. On the option play around the right side, Blair keeps it himself and is run out of bounds after about a 2-yard gain.
Somebody give me a time.
And that's the time.
9:15. is our time, Eastern Standard Time.
And we're having a ride up here tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, boy. On the Johns Creek press box. And I'd say this press box has a lot of stories to tell if it could talk.
I would say that it's seen many a good game here.
I'm sure it'd like to have a few words with us tonight if it could talk. Got about 8 or 10 people up here on this old press box. Thank goodness it's old and sturdy. Pikeville from their own 10-yard line. Ooh, boy. That was Joplin on the carry. He was hit hard.
By number 32, Hamilton Harris. I'll tell you what, he sure put a lick on him that time, Kevin.
That'll bring up a 4th down, 1 yard to go situation for the Pikeville Panthers. I guess they're going to punt this one away, play it safe.
"20 seconds left in the third quarter right now.
Fair catch called by the Johns Creek Bearcats. It was called by number 32, Hamilton Harris, who will move it out to the 40-yard line and try to get things going again for Johns Creek.
Once again, Kevin, we would like to thank all of our sponsors tonight who are bringing this game to you. Delta Supply, Lane Brothers Ford, Red's Furniture, Williamson Memorial Hospital, Costain Coal Company, Brooks Pharmacy, the Citizens Bank, Martin Engineering, Appalachian Cellular Telephone, Sound City, the Metro Blues All-Star Band, Busy Bee Septic Service, Jerry's Restaurant, and Johns Creek Drug Incorporated.
Thank you all for making it possible to cover this game on TV5 WPRG. That brings it into the third quarter of play. We're still knotted up 8-all. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter in just a moment. You're watching TV5 WPRG.
Off in the fourth quarter. Everything's tied up. The Pikeville Panthers and Johns Creek at 8 apiece. And it looks like the Johns Creek Bearcats are going to have the ball, Kevin.
They've got it on their own 40-yard line after Pikeville took it over on their own 5-yard line and unable to turn it into any kind of possession. Hamilton Harris gets it. Goes back to pass. Plenty of time, but just couldn't find a receiver. I think they're going to call pass interference.
And I don't believe they're going to get it.
Nope. Didn't see the proverbial yellow hanky fall.
No, he didn't, but he did have 3 Pikeville defenders on him, but that much we can say for sure. Excellent defense by the Pikeville Panthers. That's what the Pikeville Panthers need right now. Keep their defense tough.
And get the offense cranking. Second down, 10. Harris back to pass again. No receiver, so he keeps it himself. Gains about 5.
Number 51 on the top, Chase Goodman. With a Black City Blazers parked beside the band room.
Ball's on the 35-yard line now. 3rd down and 5 for Johns Creek. As they come out of the huddle. Waiting for the snap. Gets it. Hands it off. Gain of about 1 or 2 by James Coleman.
And he's not going to have enough for the first down, Kevin.
Excuse me.
Cut that out. And Kevin, it looks like the Pikeville Panthers are going to be taking over right now. On what about the 10-yard line?
Looks like the ball is spotted on about the 10 or 15-yard line.
What about those Star Trek reruns?
Oh, love them. She's about to blow, Scotty.
We've thought that once or twice tonight.
The equipment doesn't like the cold weather.
That's for certain.
I don't like it too much myself. Ball on the 18. As the Pikeville Panthers make a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play.
Ten minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Second down and 6.
Got a big 10 for me.
Oh, we're having fun tonight.
Ball on the 20. Second down and 6 for the Pikeville Panthers. Blair goes back to pass. Deep he goes.
He's
and
got
it's complete to number 14, Sean Vanhoos. And he's drugged down at about the 20. Number 25 for that's Jonathan Blackburn. And if it was not for Jonathan Blackburn, Pikeville would be up at this point.
I do believe you're right. I'll tell you what, that was an excellent pass right there. It was just right on the money that time by J.P. Blair.
Nice pass. That's one example to back up the rumors that he is going to be playing football for the University of Kentucky.
He definitely is an excellent player.
9:39 left to go, fourth quarter play. Pikeville Panthers with the ball down on the Johns Creek 20-yard line. There's a pass, a pitch back to Joplin, and he's got a little bit of running room and is knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
I believe you're right, down around the 2-yard line. He was knocked out that time by number 14, Jason K. Taylor. Back into the ball game.
So Jason Taylor. If you just joined us, our score is tied up 8-all. We've only got 9 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter of play. There's a handoff to Ellswick. Touchdown, Pikeville.
Touchdown by number 24, Nathan Ellswick.
Number 24, Nathan Ellswick. That brings the score up to 14-8. The Pikeville Panthers are ahead. Oh, we're having fun tonight.
That's the only way to stay warm. Excuse me.
Oh, only way to stay warm.
Blair back to pass on the two-point conversion. Complete in the end zone.
Diving catch that time made.
Number 23 on the reception.
23 that time on the reception for the Pikeville Panthers, Stephen Kreitzer.
Stephen Kreitzer's just been all over the place tonight, hasn't he, Kevin?
And then some.
And then some.
I think he even
playing
one
excellent
point
tonight.
Went down and got a pizza. That's how versatile he is.
I don't know where the pizza come from, but anyway.
9:24 left to go in this game. 16-8. The Pikeville Panthers just put another 8 points on the board. Johns Creek has got their work cut out for them. And we'll be back with the remainder of the fourth quarter in just a moment. You're watching high school football on TV5 WPRG.
Microtech Security, we strive to provide peace of mind through a safer, smarter home backed by quality, reliable customer service.
We are a local company with local people that are here to serve your home and businesses with the top products in the security industry. We have monitoring services available starting as low as $19.95 a month. Call us today to discuss our bundling options. 606-478-9100. With Microtech, security is a family matter.
Kick the after putting another 8 on the board. It's an onside kick taken at about the 40-yard line, and that's where Johns Creek will come in and take it over.
The ball is down by number 28, Kearney Redison. The back half ball.
Clock is stopped right at 9:22 left to go in the fourth quarter play. 16-8 is their score. The Pikeville Panthers out on top.
He was brought down hard that time by Shane Van Hoos from Pikeville.
Clock is stopped now at 8:51.
Second down and 11.
Second down is 11 for Johns Creek. Loss of 1 yard on that last trip. Hamilton Harris goes under center. Goes back to pass. Looking for his receiver, goes deep. And it's intercepted by the Pikeville Panthers. Number 24.
I'll tell you what, that was an excellent play that time by the Pikeville Panthers. 8:14 left in the fourth quarter. The Pikeville Panthers are on top right now by a score of 16-8. It's been a very close ball game so far, Kevin, and it looks like we have an injury down on the field.
So while there's an injury timeout, let's just go ahead and take a timeout and be back with more in just a moment. 16-8 is our score. Pikeville out on top. This is TV5 WPRG Sports.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Back with more action here on WPRG TV's 5 Sports. And that was Jason Cade Taylor. They walked him off the field just a second ago, and the Pikeville Panthers have the ball.
Nice little run around the left side there by the Panthers for a nice gainer coming off the bottom of the pile. That's number 24, Ellswick.
Number 27, the ball carrier.
27, actually. It's McCoy on the carry.
Having a few technical difficulties now, but we hope we got all that straight now. We have the technician Kevin Myers on hand. And the Pikeville Panthers come back up to the line of scrimmage. J.P. Blair under center. It's a handoff to J.I. Joplin. He takes it straight up the middle, and he gains maybe 2 yards there. Seven minutes and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter right now. And the Pikeville Panthers come up to the line of scrimmage once again. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 situation. Another small gain that time by Johns Creek, or excuse me, Pikeville.
Pikeville Panthers that time able to go on across the 50-yard line and cross into Bearcat territory. Seems like everything offensively now is working for the Pikeville Panthers.
It does indeed. The Pikeville Panthers have come out really fired up in this fourth quarter, Kevin.
Let's see what they can do right here on a 3rd and 1. There's a handoff up the middle. It's going to be close. I believe he got it.
I believe he got it too, Kevin. Careful.
Number 24, the ball carrier.
It's all fun and games till you poke an eye out.
That's what Mom said.
Yeah. Ball down on the Johns Creek 46. It's comedy night here at Johns Creek.
We're trying.
1st and 10.
Where
The
did that come from?
Panthers did pick up the first down. Pikeville with a little run around the left side. Carried that time by number 24, Nathan Ellswick.
Just a little over 6 minutes. Sorry about that. A little over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter right now.
2nd down 4.
Like the man said, a 2nd down and 4 situation.
Number 45, Sean Thacker, is back down on the sideline.
Timeout.
and they're doctoring that knee. We have a timeout down on the field. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Earlier in the contest, we ran down the 3A standings in high school football. Let's run down the Class A. The Hazard Bulldogs over in Perry County.
Over in Perry County.
They are ranked number 1 this week with a record of 8-0. Beechwood is at number 2, Russellville number 3, Bardstown number 4, Garrett County is at number 5. We'll run down the rest of the top 10 here in just a moment as Pikeville comes back up on the ball on the 2nd down and 4 situation. Blair under center, keeps it himself, gets about 2 or 3 on that.
Blair, the ball carrier, stopped by number 19, James Cohen.
The remainder of the top 10 in the Class A poll, number 6, Newport Catholic. The Cumberland Redskins, also from down in Harlan County. They are at number 7 this week with a record of 6-2. Heath is at number 8. Erlanger Lloyd is at number 9. And Fleming Neon, the team that beat Pikeville last week, is at number 10 with a record of 7-1.
And it looks like the Pikeville Panthers are going on to another district victory right now, Kevin.
If the offense keeps clicking like this and able to hold off Johns Creek defensively, could very well be that way as Nathan Ellswick goes for about 20 yards.
Jason K. Taylor, number 14 for the Johns Creek Bearcats on the tackle.
Looks like we've got another ankle injury down here on the sidelines. That's number 25, Jonathan Blackburn. They got ice on his left ankle. There you see it.
I would say, being intuitive, he probably has a sprained ankle of some sort, wouldn't you say, Kevin?
If we were speaking intuitively.
Intuitively. That's the word for the night now.
Ball down on the 21-yard line. Pikeville moving it on down. There's a handoff to Ellswick. Gains about 2 or 3.
Met up by a host of defenders from Johns Creek that time. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pikeville is on top 16-8, and we're at Johns Creek, Kevin.
Johns Creek, it's a beautiful place.
It's a cold place.
It's a cold place, yeah. But I tell you, it's real scenic.
It's very scenic.
Very scenic around here on the other side.
A lot of nice, pretty faces have come out tonight.
Yeah.
We always appreciate seeing those.
Speaking of pretty faces, good job by the Johns Creek cheerleaders down here as the Pikeville Panthers put another 6 on the board.
See if we can catch who that was.
Looks like number 40, May, John May.
John May with the score for the Pikeville Panthers. 22-8. Pikeville Panthers on top of Johns Creek. And it appears now like the Pikeville Panthers are starting to put the finishing touches on the Johns Creek Bearcats tonight, Kevin.
Well, the game is far from being over, but here in the fourth quarter of play, all indications go toward your favor. Because Pikeville here in the fourth quarter, actually in the last 4 or 5 minutes on the clock, have been able to put 2 TDs on the board.
Indeed they have.
They're going to go for the 2-point conversion as they pitch back to Joplin. Touchdown.
Joplin made it in.
Extra point conversion is good.
So that brings the score 24-8. The Pikeville Panthers out on top of the home-standing Johns Creek Bearcats. 4:11 left to go in the fourth quarter play. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is TV5 WPRG Sports.
Stay at 67. Stay at 67. Increasing to 72.
Locked. Continuing to remain locked.
Eat the dirt, eat the dirt, eat the dirt. Brewing, 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 brewing.
Baby monitor. On my order, transfer your last 300 videos to me.
Transferring baby videos now.
No, baby, wait. Coffee, what are you doing?
Garage door. Unlock and open.
I can't feel my door, man. Ah, we've been hacked. Whatever Coffee says, do the opposite.
Thermostat off.
No, thermostat on.
Lights off. Music on.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, no!
Oh, you're not gonna believe this.
What's going on?
The neighbors got hacked again.
Weird. We never get hacked.
Nope. No, we don't. Introducing Advanced IoT Protection. Only from Play.
And back 4 minutes and 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pikeville's on top 24-8. And Pikeville is about set to kick the ball off. And with all the play-by-play action, here's Kevin Myers.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Panthers, after putting 8 more on the board, kicks it off to Johns Creek. Nice kick, rolls back to about the 10-yard line. And finally picked up by Johns Creek. It's Kevin Pugh on the carry.
He's got some running room. Can they catch him?
He's at midfield. And finally dropped and hit hard. Late hit by Pikeville. He was hit at the 35-yard line. And Pikeville, that was really uncalled for. He came in after he was already down and laid a big hit on him. That was number 21 that laid the hit on him for the Pikeville Panthers.
I'll tell you what, the Johns Creek Bearcats are going to be ending up with excellent field position this time, Kevin, with the flag.
Yeah, that should move them on down to about the 20.
A 15-yard penalty against the Pikeville Panthers.
There's been a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct and personal fouls committed in the game. We've had at least 2 face masks, which big yardage. Both of those face masks have been called against the Pikeville Panthers. Ball on the 22-yard line. 3:55 left to go in the game. Johns Creek in a good situation and a good position to score as Taylor is wide left. Harris throws to Taylor into the end zone. Incomplete. Good pass defense on behalf of Pikeville's Nathan Ellswick.
It was broken up that time by Shane Van Hoos. Saved the touchdown.
24-8 is our score.
Yeah.
Ball back on the 22-yard line, 2nd down and 10.
Three minutes and 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and Johns Creek is threatening right now. Bearcats come up to the line.
Hamilton Harris under center. Takes it, goes back to pass, under a lot of pressure, caught in the back. Almost intentional grounding that time to get it away.
The closest player that time was Shane Van Hoos.
And he was a good, well, the nearest Johns Creek player was Jason Taylor, and he was a good 15 yards away. He was in the end zone.
Yes, he was. The Johns Creek Bearcats desperately need to score on this drive, Kevin.
And only the Johns Creek faithful have hung around to this point in the game. All the students, we've got a lot of students down here in front of us, but for the most part, seems like a lot of the parents have gone to the house. With 3:41 left to go in the game. 24-8 is our score. The Panthers on top. Johns Creek threatening to score on a 3rd and 10 down on the 22. Harris goes back to pass, finds Coleman. Got some good blocking, makes it down to about the 6. There was some nice blocking that time on behalf of Johns Creek.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, there certainly was, and Johns Creek is still threatening here.
Ball carrier cycle on the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Looks like it's going to be 1st and goal for the Johns Creek Bearcats, threatening to score once again.
Johns Creek definitely needs to put 6 or 8 points on the board right now. First and goal for Johns Creek. Harris hands off to Coleman. He's in. Nice front line blocking on behalf of Johns Creek. And the Bearcats right now are just down by 10. And there's 3:25 left to go in the game, and they're probably going to go for the 2-point conversion.
I'll tell you what, this Johns Creek ball club is a never say die kind of team. Even when it's cold.
Even when it's cold. Johns Creek gets the 2-point conversion. 24-16 is our score. 3:25 left to go in the game. We'll take a break and be back with the remainder of this contest in just a moment. You're watching high school football, Pikeville and Johns Creek on TV5 WPRG.
Distance.
We are loaded with every touchdown from every game
To the end zone.
every Sunday afternoon.
Wide open for the touchdown.
We were built for days like today.
Microtech Security and Gearhart Broadband are teaming up. You can now bundle a modern home security system and fast, reliable broadband internet. Protect what's important with 24/7 monitoring and keep connected with the broadband speeds your family needs. For a limited time, you'll also receive a free Z-Wave smart plug. That's right, free. A useful accessory that you can fully control within your Alula security app. Call us to get started at 1-800-264-1730 or online at microtechsecurity.com.
From Johns Creek are looking quite excellent tonight, Kevin.
And actually look like they're keeping warm down there.
And that they are. And it looks like the Johns Creek Bearcats are almost set for the kickoff. Thank you.
Kicking it will be Mr. Coleman.
Set the kickoff to the Bearcats, number 19, James Coleman.
24-16 the score. Johns Creek just put 8 on the board. And on the last 2 possessions, both of these teams have scored as the ball hits at about the 24-yard line. I believe they're going to count it at about 25. That's where Pikeville will take it over.
3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pikeville on top 24-16 at Johns Creek.
You sounded kind of like Don Pardo that time.
Don Pardo.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. So what's your buddy Mike Builder doing tonight?
He's at home.
He's at home.
He's at home with his little lady. He's about to be a daddy within the next 2 weeks.
He's kind of been on pins and needles.
He's on pins and needles and diapers. But we wish him and his wife Jonda the best of luck in the next couple of weeks as the Builder is about to have a little future baby broadcaster. If he has,
it'll be a baby bull.
Yeah, a little baby bull. If I know Mike, he'll try to keep the little young'un out of broadcasting.
I'd say he will.
Clock is stopped, 3:25 left to go in the game. And these last 4 minutes of the game gone pretty slow. They've got the ball right there on about the 40-yard line. There's a handoff right up the middle to May, able to scramble for a gain of about 7.
May on the carry for Pikeville.
He was brought down by number 56, Chad Lynch, from the Johns Creek Bearcats.
Famous Creek on the play. It'll be second down and 4.
Second down and 4 for the Panthers. Johns Creek defense needs to buckle down. They've got plenty of time to put another 8 on the board and tie this game up. There's a handoff. He's got some running room. That is number 27, Kreitzer. No, that's Jason McCoy.
Out of bounds by Jason G. Taylor.
Out of bounds that time by Jason Taylor.
Battle of the Jasons.
The Bearcats 31-yard line. First down and 10, Pikeville.
Ball's on about the 36-yard line. That's where Pikeville will get things going as soon as they get out of the huddle. 24-16. Pikeville threatening to score again. There's a handoff to Ellswick just around the left end. He gets to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Down by number 66, Tiny Anderson.
Y'all be tangled up, man. Y'all be so tangled up, man. You'll be like...
Second down down and 8.
Clock still ticking. A little over 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter right now. Pikeville on top 24-16, and they're threatening to score once again, Kevin.
Threatening to score once again is the situation. There's a handoff up the middle, and May struggles for about 6 yards.
Was brought down that time by a couple of Johns Creek defenders. What's wrong, Kevin? You getting cold?
A little chilly.
First down,
Chilly.
Pikeville.
We've got a TV5 fan up here with us. We're keeping him in line, and he's keeping us in line. He's the anti-tangle
That's the
man.
truth. The anti-tangle man who needs a lighter.
He's got anti-tangleism to a science, doesn't he? There's a handoff up the middle again. May have got back to the line of scrimmage. Pikeville really running out clock at this time.
Ball carrier stopped for no gain on the play.
Clock down to 1:28. Second down and 8. Actually gained 2 yards on that play.
Kevin, it looks like the Pikeville Panthers are going to be going 7-2 on the season and have a district record of 6-1.
And I'm sure this win was very important to the Pikeville Panthers as they go in to postseason play. And we have a flag. It's against Pikeville, delay of game.
1 minute left on the clock.
Second down and 13.
Unless Johns Creek can get a turnover and Jason Taylor gets his hands on the ball, I think this game is pretty much in the hands of the Pikeville Panthers. Caught in the backfield is J.P. Blair.
Ball down by number 66, Trinity Anderson.
It was brought down by number 66 from Johns Creek, Trinity Anderson.
Timeout, Bearcats.
Interesting name.
Trinity Blackburn, or excuse me, Trinity Anderson. We'll get it right in a second.
We have a timeout down on the field. We've only got 48 seconds left to go, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Want to remind you that the WPRG TV5 sports crew is also at the Betsy Lane Elkhorn City game. And that game is being played tonight. Elkhorn City went into tonight's game with a record of 5-3.
Kevin, I believe tonight it's Betsy Lane's homecoming.
Yeah. So all the pregame, mid-game festivities will be carried on TV5 WPRG as Betsy Lane looks for its first little win of the season. I didn't know the camera was on us. I was huddling
Neither did I.
over here.
We're hunkering over looking at her
cheat notes.
Cheat notes anyway.
But Betsy Lane is looking for their first win. They're 0-8 on the season. So good luck to them. Ball's on about the 37-yard line when Pikeville finally comes out of the huddle after the timeout. That's where they'll take things over.
Only 48 seconds left in the game, and the Pikeville Panthers are coming up to the line of scrimmage, Kevin.
48 chilly seconds left to go.
Yes.
27, Jason McCoy.
McCoy on the carry that time. Gain of about 2 or 3.
And the clock is running. And I believe the Johns Creek Bearcats have called another timeout, haven't they? Trying to see if they can do something in the last seconds of the ball game to maybe cause a turnover for the Pikeville Panthers.
And this has been a game that has only been decided in the fourth quarter.
You're very right, Kevin. It has been a game that has been decided in the fourth quarter. We're having hair problems.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
So do I.
If I had any left to have any problem with.
Anyway.
I was down at the Kentucky State Fair back about a month ago, and you know you're apparently losing hair when a guy at a hair loss booth grabs your attention and wants to talk to you.
He says, hey, come over here.
I think you need my services.
But of course you didn't have that done.
Oh, no. No. It's all natural. as far as I know.
Color and all.
There's J.I. Joplin for a gain of about 10. Actually, they didn't even start the clock. It's still stuck at 32.
Over to the Bearcats on down, 1st and 10.
So that brings up a 1st and 10 situation for the Pikeville Panthers as they call another timeout.
Pikeville Panthers call a timeout now.
We will stay right here. We have nowhere else to go.
Only 32 seconds left in the ball game. The Pikeville Panthers on top, and like Kevin said, doing it in the 4th quarter, they've scored, let's see, 2 times, haven't they, Kevin?
Yeah.
2 times to score right now, 24-16.
And Johns Creek able to put 8 points on the board in the 4th quarter as well.
Yep, and Johns Creek's trying to see if they can cause the Pikeville Panthers to make a mental mistake here and see if they can capitalize on that.
And a lot of Pikeville Panther fans still over on the sideline over there.
Pikeville always takes a good crowd wherever they go, Ken.
Kind of like good luggage. Take it wherever you go.
You always try to. Nothing better than bad comedy.
And boy, we've got plenty of it, don't we?
You better believe it.
All righty, here we go. Johns Creek takes it over after Pikeville failed to convert on a 4th down situation. There's an interception. It's caught by J.P. Blair as he runs around the left side. And he's just going to let the clock run, I believe. No, he runs out of bounds, tries to kill a little time.
Only 18 seconds left in the ball game. Pikeville's got just about enough time to down it one more time. It's been a hard-fought ball game for both teams tonight.
It has, despite the fact the score is an 8-point spread. And Pikeville was up by 16 at one point. It's been a pretty tight contest. Ball's on about the, call that 34-yard line. All righty. They're just looking to run the clock on down. Blair goes to his knee.
And Kevin, it looks like that's going to do it. Clock's down to 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And it's been an interesting contest. Johns Creek looking to play for pride. Doesn't get to take it home with them.
We can say this much. The Johns Creek Bearcats played an excellent game tonight, though, didn't they, Kevin?
They sure did. They can hang their heads high, despite the fact that they lost tonight's contest. With the final score, 24-16, the Pikeville Panthers over the Johns Creek Bearcats. We'll take a break and wrap things up in just a moment here on TV5 WPRG.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
She looked pretty happy despite the fact Johns Creek took the loss tonight, 24-16 to the Pikeville Panthers. And as we mentioned a few moments ago, it was a tight contest right up until the 4th quarter. The Pikeville Panthers able to put 2 touchdowns up on the scoreboard, but Johns Creek able to put only 1 up there, and that's where the game ended, 24-16. And I'll tell you, Pikeville has some pretty good momentum going into next week's contest with the Kaywood Trojans.
I'll tell you what, the Pikeville Panthers definitely have a tough test coming up next weekend in the Kaywood Trojans, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a game, Kevin.
And the Johns Creek Bearcats have only 1 game left in this 1992 football season before they go into consolidation next year up at Pike County Central, and they'll be taking on Shelby Valley next week.
They're going to be taking on Shelby Valley in their brand new stadium. If I do believe that's a home game, but I don't want anybody to exactly quote me on that. I would be afraid to say.
Well, we'll take your judgment on that, and if
My
it's not true, I'm sure we'll hear about it.
I'm sure I will.
Well, we'd like to thank the sponsors who brought you tonight's football contest between the Johns Creek Bearcats and the Pikeville Panthers. I'd like to say hi and thanks to the folks at Delta Supply, Lane Brothers Ford, Red's Furniture, Williamson Memorial Hospital, Costain Coal Company, Brooks Pharmacy, Citizens Bank, Martin Engineering, Appalachian Cellular Telephone, Sound City, the Metropolitan Blues All-Stars Band, Busy Bee Septic Service, Jerry's Restaurant, and Johns Creek Drug Center. Once again, our final score, the Pikeville Panthers 24, the Johns Creek Bearcats 16. For Johnny Osborne, I'm Kevin Meyer saying so long from Johns Creek.
Here come the Pirates now. Deep down the middle, and did he hold on to that? That's close off of me. It's up in the air. He's got his man. Got him. Touchdown. On the throw, he's got his man. It's a touchdown. He's going to break free. It's a little foot chase. Flea flicker